Welcome back to Parardo's Let's Play of Tropico 5. We are still on the mission of Day 0, and the objective here is to export 20,000 uranium. As you can see, we're about 9,000 on the way there, and we've got a couple other quests here to build a new science lab and get some more economy and foreign relation buildings going. Our approval rating is at about 53%, and I can almost guarantee you that an election is going to be on its way soon. So I want to take a quick look here. Look at that food. Remember food? In the last episode, food was down so low. And now look at that. It's up to 92. So we've really turned the tides on that. But housing is down. Like, we really need to work on housing and employment. We've got a few unemployed people. And I also noticed that one of our buildings here, which is our rum distillery, if you recall, we took out the sugar plantation here and we moved it over here. So here's our new sugar plantation. In fact, we should, yeah, I'll spend the money on that. So that sugar is going to be coming over here now, but I'm thinking we probably need another Teamster's office, really, to make sure that this gets, this starts really rolling. So I went ahead and did a quick build on that because I'm willing to spend the money on just so we can get more of the goods being transported around the island faster. And then, of course, that means more exports, you know, more of the goods getting to the docks for export, which, you know, ultimately means more money. And when you get down to it, that's really how you play the game, is you need money in order to build. So I really want to tackle residential, and I noticed as I was kind of going around before I started recording, just taking stock of what's here, I noticed that, you know, we've got some few shanties over here, a couple shanties over here, and of course people want to work near, or they want to live, excuse me, near where they work, and so my thinking is maybe putting in a few tenements because they're so cheap. Sticking them over there. But you know what I want to do is, actually, before I do that, let's take a look at edicts, because there's an urban development edict. Now that's going to cost me 7,000, but the buildings are going to cost me 50% less. So how much is an apartment? Is 6. So I basically have to put in 2 apartments to really make any kind of dent on that. The only thing is that if I initiate that edict right now, I won't have really a lot of money, so I won't be able to even build. Well, I guess I could build probably 2 tenements. Alright, let's do it, because I do want to focus on building some housing. So I'm willing to issue that edict and then build a few tenements at a discounted price out over here. So let's see, maybe we stick it over here, put 1, 2 over here, maybe 1 over there. I know that puts us in a little bit of a hole, but that should be okay for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'll put in some more apartment buildings probably over here, and hopefully that will help increase the housing. Excuse me. And, okay, so let's kick this off. And my goal is hopefully that housing, we got some shanties popping up over here too, so that might be a good area of improvement as well. My goal is really to keep our approval rating up, because I know that election is going to come in, and when that election comes in, oftentimes what ends up happening is, you know, your rating starts dropping, you know, for no reason. I wish there was a way, and you know, when we looked, there was only the 1 uranium mine, and we've already got it upgraded. Our effectiveness is, you know, 125. I wish there was a way that we could export uranium faster, but I just don't see that really happening. Alright, I've got enough to put in some apartments, so I want to make sure I get them in now before that budget thing wears out, so I can actually stick in 2. And now we've already basically paid that 7,000 cost for that edict. We've basically just paid back now between the 2 2 apartment buildings I just put in, and the few tenements. See now, look at this. Now, still having a problem getting sugar, and here, this guy, they're loaded up. They've got too much out. They're loaded up on steel. And so I'm glad I put that Teamsters building in, but I'm wondering if I should put another one in, because it's still an issue. Okay, looks like somebody came and picked it up, but nobody's dropped the sugar. Might be because there's sugar there. Alright, we've already upgraded that. Okay. Well, hopefully that will, that sugar, I guess we have to wait for the plantation to actually grow sugar for that to be effective. So, we've got our apartment buildings over here growing. Alright, we got the tenements. Tenements are in. Still a few shanties, but it's not horrible. There was a lot of people that were homeless, and so it's going to take a little while to get them all back on track. How is our research going? We haven't had anything. Okay, we're working on waterworks. All right. I was going to say we hadn't had any really research recently. All right. All right, we've got exports going. Let's take a look here. Corn, milk, meat, rum, steel, tobacco, uranium. Well, got some good revenue in there. Nothing amazing. I feel like we're missing like a major export. And actually, no, I think steel mill workers are on strike. So we're going to send in the army. Well, there's nothing I can do about the... Oh, library went on strike, too. What library? Where? Over here. Oh, I have 3 libraries. I didn't realize I had 3 libraries. I got that one up there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, one over here. And then we've got the 3rd one that just went on strike, which is right here.
Herr Presidente, there have been reports of prominent scientists being abducted by terrorists.
All right, Albert Einstein.
I don't have time to be abducted. I'm too close
Strikes
to
start
protect my
in
concept
research
for
buildings.
time-traveling
Build a new
apparatus.
science lab, and then no more strikes in research buildings. All right. Well, we were already going to build a science lab. Oh, and so one of the reasons we haven't built the science lab yet was because we needed to get the geothermal plant going. That's now going. Now we just need money because we just don't have. I think science lab's like 24,000. We just don't have the money to build a science lab. All right, we got another quest over here.
Now that the USSR is a thing of the past, let's start a new Russia.
Okay, so they want us to invite Russia to the embassy. We can certainly do that. No, see, now here's another issue, and that they're not getting planks. They need planks. I think I'm going to slow this down. I really want to put in a... Alright, well now we've got a positive balance. So we need to expel the EU, and then we need to invite Russia. And, 4 free apartments. Yes, give it to me. I will take that. Even though we have the, even though we have the building edict, I would rather throw in like 4 free apartments. Because they're free. I don't, and I'll tell you this. So I don't know is this a good strategy? Is this right? I mean, I basically am just sticking all these apartments on top of each other. No free lunch edict. Okay. Well, that'll actually save us money. Look at that, our rating just dropped to 44. And that wasn't because of the edict. It just dropped to 44. So anyway, I don't know. Should we stack them all like that? I don't know. That's what I'm doing. I know there's a better housing quality if you put them near a road. So I don't know. our logging camp is over here. And, huh. I'm thinking I'm going to put in another Teamster's office. Because I'm thinking that the Teamster's office... Oh, there's one right there. The Teamster's office that I had just wasn't enough to begin with. Just putting in that one. So I'm thinking we need to put in a second one. Because we are still seeing some issues. And, of course, you know, when you expand and grow more, you're going to want more... you know, we're going to want that prepared. I just don't know where to put it. There's not a lot of room. This is not a game that I have done a lot of, like, let's see if I can get it over here. Yeah. A lot of, like, urban planning for, you know. I just kind of, like, as the need arose, added a building. You know, did this, did that. Nothing substantial, really. So, heard another quest pop in.
President, as you know, it is your
Oh, boy.
that keeps Tropico together. Without you, the entire island
Who are these people?
would dust and be lost.
Oh, these are my children. I was like, I don't know who they are. Well, we're not even exporting wool, so I don't feel like that's something I care about. We are, I think we're exporting bananas, but we're probably consuming bananas more than anything. I actually say let them bicker. Let them hash it out themselves. My big concern right now is this 44% approval rating. Whoops, happiness. And that seems to largely stem from unemployment and housing. And some entertainment. We have 33 homeless people, 25 unemployed people. And other than that, in entertainment, everything else is way above 50. So overall happiness is actually not bad. But approval rating is not great. Popular support's only 44%. Military loyalty is low. Huh. But there's no unrest. And there's only 5 known rebels. No invasion threat. Let's take a look at factions. So good standing with the militarists. Now here's part of the problem. There's the environmentalists hate us. So that's an issue. We are beloved by the nationalists. And we have good standing with the industrialists, the capitalists, and the militarists. But those are all fairly small factions. Like the religious group has some problems with us, and the communists are indifferent to us. And those are the 2 of the biggest groups. The other big group are the globalists, and we have a poor standing with them, and I'm not sure what we can do to increase their like of us. The overall proof, it is starting to go back up. It looks like we're at 45, so that's up, and we're building these homes, so that should help with the homelessness. We did put in that other Teamster's office, so I'm hoping that'll help a little bit more with the economy and exporting goods here and there. And we are still exporting the uranium. We're at the 12. We're about 12,250. So where is that? We're about not quite 3/4 of the way there, but we're getting there. There's a little bit of traffic problem here. I wonder if, of course, I can't really solve that. I could put a road in here, but I'd have to demolish a building in order to do that. One of the things I could do is we have this gold mine over here, and I could get this gold mine going. You know what? Actually, we've got this. Let me take a look at this. Hold on a second. Oh, it's actually making money. Okay, I was gonna say we've got this, this one little tourism hotel, but it is actually bringing in some money. So I guess we can leave it. But that makes me wonder, you know, what is our entertainment? We only have, let's see, we've got, oh, cause what do we have? We have 3 opera houses, which makes no sense. A national park, 2 restaurants, and 2 taverns. I'm wondering if we should put in... Got 2 of these, we have 1 of these. I think we should put in a beach site. I'm going to stick it over here. And I'm not really trying to increase tourism, but I want to increase entertainment. And I'm hoping that that's going to help. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's speed this back up. My favorite sound. And lumber mill workers now on strike. Banish 5 crime lords. Okay, we can certainly do that. Oh boy, I got strikers popping up all over the place here. Library, the mill. Well, okay, I know the library. Why? Look at that, and the rating is just plummeting. I don't understand. Is it because of the unrest? Oh, good, an earthquake. Just when you think things couldn't get worse. Let's have an earthquake and damage a whole bunch of buildings that now we have to pay to build. 3 buildings damaged, 5 destroyed. Okay. Well, here we go. Actually slow this down while I build. It's actually happened to me where I took, because of the speed, excuse me, because the speed was so much I couldn't repair some of the buildings fast enough. And they went out of disrepair. Now there's a problem with this building. It wouldn't let me do it because there was a building underneath it or something. I just put in, I think it was just a country house. Oh, I can't. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, look at this house. Why is that house on the road? That's strange. All right, let's see here. I think. Nope, I didn't. Gotta get that one too. Anything else? Yes, this one. We'll definitely need to repair that. That's the logging camp. Ay. Okay. I think, let's check the mines and everything else over here, but I think everything has now been built. Okay, good. All right, so... Right, well, of course you don't have logs because the logging camp just, like, blew up. Okay, everything's good over there. I am still thinking about putting in this gold mine to help us out there. But, gosh, what is up with this? People are still happy. I mean, housing is still an issue. Homelessness or unemployment is still an issue. Entertainment's still an issue. But people just don't like us. The environmentalists just flat out hate us. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing we can do. They're just gonna hate us. I don't. They don't want me to put up new buildings, but we need more housing. I don't know what they want. And the globalists are not big fans of ours. Let me see if there's some edicts. Maybe there's something we can do. See, I just don't see anything here that I think is gonna positively help us. Oh, well, we could do social engineering. What faction? What factions are? Who loves us? Didn't somebody? Oh, somebody loved us, but now they don't love us. Capitalists, maybe? I think capitalists. 84 or nationalists. Capitalists or nationalists we want more of. Nationalists, seem to have the lowest. You know, I think part of the problem is that I'm not extreme enough in either of these ways. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not enough for like values. I mean, not enough military or economy. I'm not enough communist. And what's interesting is that the way that I'm trending in the edicts and in the Constitution is the opposite of the way that the people are, if you notice. So, like, I have a very capitalistic society and edicts and Constitution, but the majority of people who live here are communists. I have a very industrial standpoint, but the majority of people in that group are environmentalists. A very high globalist rating, or number of people on the island, but I think I have a tendency to go towards nationalists. So that's interesting. I'm going to bring in more capitalists, I think, with that edict. I don't know if it's going to help, but it's certainly something. Those aren't available to us. I don't think we want to do stem cell research. We don't need to increase tourism. Increases... Oh, well, we don't want to do that. And that's only going to increases liberty and tourism, but also increases unrest. Let's take a look here. We've got the secret police. Actually, I think that's a good idea. Let's issue that. Decreases crime, provoke the rebels, reduces pollution. You know, that should actually give us a really good... That might help us out with the environmentalists. So let's go ahead and issue that edict. We're not going to do contraception. I'm not going to worry about that. We've already started with most of them. No, we are not going to do organic. We're not going to do tourism. Yeah, let's do sensitivity training. I don't want to do hydraulic immunization campaign. That's expensive. I don't think we need to do that. Alright, what else do we have here? Sovereign debt. Oh. We're pretty good. We're not going to do prohibition. Amnesty. The chance is better with higher happiness. We're not going to do paid health care. We're not going to do smear. No. No. We need a high school. Oh, that's being rebuilt. We could do a literacy program. Social Security. I think we should do Social Security. I mean, I know it's going to increase expenses, but I'm not worried about that. Global Research Initiative. Meh. Agricultural subsidies. Eh. I'm debating amnesty, to be honest. But I definitely think we should do the literacy program. I don't know. All right, let's think about that. We're actually at the end of this episode, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in again. This has been Perardo's Let's Play of Tropico 5. Let me know in the comments, you know, and I will say this. Usually what I do is I record a couple episodes at a time, you know, not just playing the game for 30 minutes. So I'm going to say, let me know in the comments what you think about, you know, me building these apartment buildings kind of on top of each other here. Other ways, what we can do to really increase our approval rating. Should we go the way of a majority of these citizens are communists? Should we try to, you know, eschew the capitalists, or should we try to eschew the environmentalists the industrialists and keep the environmentalists? Because those are the bigger factions. I have a tendency to play like the way that I think in real life, you know, of like, this is how I would want my presidency to be. But I certainly understand the idea that, you know, there are people on this island, there are factions on this island that, you know, are in direct opposition to what I think, and that's going to be an issue because they're going to kick me out. So anyway, Don't forget to please like and share the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Anything we can do differently. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Catch